Morning folks, Phil here from Telford Koi Pond on a bit of an overcast Saturday morning. I have to think what day it was then. A few things going on today. Aid's had a few fish with me in quarantine, so I'm just about to get those out and take them over to Aid's, and then we're going to have a quick visit to a fellow pond keeper to have a look at his pond, how he's getting on with his construction, and give him some hints and tips about pipework and just generally, you know, give him a hand hopefully. So yeah, a few bits and pieces today. Apologies in advance if this video is a bit choppy, but I'll just turn you around and you can have a look at Aid's fish in the quarantine tank. So that's been working well. I say have a look at these fish, you won't see them because they're hiding under the pump down that corner. So I'll drop the water levels and I'll fish them out, and then we can have a look at them in the bag before I take them over to Aid's. Ooh, so there you go. Don't know how much you'll see in the bag, but there's two very nice kahakus and an even nicer lemon harawaki, I think it is, in there. But yeah, that wasn't too bad a job to catch them. Hopefully Aid will be surprised at how much they've grown, and yeah, let's go and get them over to him in his pond. Right folks, now prizes for guessing where we are. There's the man himself. Say hello, Aid.
Hello, Aid.
So we've just popped round to Aid's to drop his fish off. So he's got some in there already.
Suicide fish.
Suicide fish. Is he loving the calling them? About 10 in there, I think.
10 litrons.
Yeah, but this is obviously the first time fish have been in since he's completely scrubbed, sanitised, nuked his pond after his bacterial infection. But the pond itself's looking good.
Yeah, I've got all the tests are coming back fine. Just got to just a bit of ammonia in there, just to integrate.
Yeah.
Nothing to shout about, to be fair and honest with you.
Well, effectively it's a brand new pond, isn't it? So you'll have a bit of new pond syndrome. There you go. Yeah, you'll soon bounce back, mate. Hopefully. The pond itself's looking great.
As I say, all the water parameters are right.
Yeah. There they are, floating away for a bit. Temperature in the quarantine tank and Aid's pond's virtually the same. There's about a degree in it, so just leave them floating for a bit before they get loosed in.
So you can still see little bits on the bottom, can't you? On the bottom of the pond.
So here we are, Aid's showing his muscles here, getting these elastic bands off. I'll be the first to admit I can't do it half the time. I have to get a pair of scissors and just cut them. Let's tip these out and have a good look at them. They're very nice. They've certainly grown. So they've been in the quarantine tank, and as a precautionary measure, just to make sure they're absolutely tip-top for Aid with the problems he's had. They've had treatments of FMG, Alprex. They've been scraped about 2 weeks ago, and then yesterday, and they look absolutely tip-top. That lemon arrowak is really nice, isn't it?
10 off. 10 off. Look how clean them are.
There we go. All three in the pond. There's the lemon harawaki. And the two kahakus down there. Everybody's come to say hello by the looks of it.
You know, saying I've got some soy fish in there. I've got some crackers in there now, I think.
No, you make me laugh calling them suicide fish. I know what the intention is, but yeah, there's some decent fish in there. Very good. Right folks, you will probably recognise where we are. It's Scrag 68 and there's the gentleman himself chewing the fat with Aid the koi keeper.
Talking bullshit.
There you go. Well, this is, I'm sure if you've watched Scrag's channel you will have seen the build, but I'm just really impressed with it. As I say, I'll take you inside, we'll have a look. Proper block construction, so Aid did the first 3 courses, was it Aid, or the corners? You set it out for him?
Yeah, done the first 2 layers and cut the corners down or something like that. Yeah.
Well, this is an absolutely splendid job. Well impressed with this. Liking the concrete. Really nice fall into the bottom drain, which is absolutely superb. And a great big window at the front, so it's going to be a really good pond. So we were talking earlier and we reckon it was going to be about 2,300 gallons, something like that.
Contemplating on the window whether we cut the block out or build a frame.
Yeah. Yeah, we've just been having that conversation because it's going to be insulated and fiberglass. So yeah, interested in anybody's comments, to be honest with you. If you think a window of that size needs to have the blockwork cut out and seated on the actual blockwork, or whether put a wooden frame in, giving it a 50mm overlap all the way around, and then obviously insulation up to the frame. Well, this is great, I could live in here. It's a nice tarpaulin roof, look. Hey? Bit of fresh air. But no, we've just spent, I don't know how long we've been here, to be honest, probably outstayed our welcome, but we've just been talking around all the pipe work, so we've just been going through best ways of doing it and offering alternatives of how to do this, that and the other. So I'll just quickly take you into the filter room. So Nexus is the obligatory empty cup there because we get through some tea. Nexus, Tempest, I mean you can see Scrag's started to collect all his bits and pieces ready to go, but there's the 4-inch bottom drain, air line and a waste pipe for the 2 main returns. But yeah, we've just been talking, apologies in advance for Aid's legs, I know they're a bit scary, but there you go. Yeah, we've just been talking about where we're going to put the returns, backy shower in the middle and skimmer over the far side, so it's going to be a cracking job when it's done. So yeah, we'll keep our eye on this and we'll keep you updated. Just as I say, keep watching Scraggy's channel and no doubt he'll put updates on, and I'll catch you later. So it's now Sunday morning. I lose track of days with all these bank holidays. It's fairly glorious here in Telford, and I've just spent the morning cleaning down, stripping down my quarantine tank after we took Aid's fish out to him tomorrow. Ready for the next batch basically. So everything's been stripped, scrubbed, PP'd, Verconed, everything in the little box filter has been taken out. And if we have a wander down the garden, dun, 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 avoiding the washing line so I don't get garroted. So you'll see that all the media now is actually stacked up in the side of the filter. So some of it's in the middle, some of it's at the side, but basically just keeping the bacteria alive. I always put it back in here so that when I come to need it again, which hopefully will be very soon. I think there's another koi trip that me and Aid are doing coming up shortly, but anyway, and as you can tell, it's because it's Sunday morning, it's water test time, so I'm just getting all the hanometers and everything ready, koi control app set up. As I say, I'm still using this, still think it's absolutely brilliant, and it's got well, from day one basically I started using it. It's got all my parameters on and everything, and I was looking the other night because I was a little bit bored, looking at all the graphs and everything, and it's amazing what trends you can see looking at the statistics. So marvellous. Cup collections growing. I'm not sure if I did or didn't, but if I didn't, I'm really sorry. Just a quick shout out to Andy's koi puddle. So Andy, apologies, I thought I'd given you a shout out, but the more I think about it, I don't think I did. So thank you very much for the cup, mate. As you can see, it's well and truly on display. There we go. So I'm going to crack on with some tests. For anybody that's interested, I'll show you the results afterwards. You say we've just got it ready to go, so I'll catch back up with you in a bit. So as I said, for anybody that's interested, if you want to compare parameters, I've just done mine, so there you are. Nitrite is 0.079, nitrate's around 10. I haven't measured phosphates. Ammonium is 0.097, which is actually quite high for my pond, but that is probably because I have started banging in the food this week. GH is 150, there's no salt in the pond. Temperature is 17 degrees, pH 7.4, and KH is 76, and there's no chlorines in the pond, so I can live with that. As I say, I've started banging in the food this week, so things will be a bit fluctuating for a bit, but hopefully we'll you know, with all the media that's in there, I am putting a bit of filter back stuff in. As you can probably see, I use the Bacto Plus, I really like that, as well as the Pure Pond bombs and things, but yeah, that will hopefully start kicking in now, and I'll just gradually ramp up the food, and fingers crossed we'll have some massive fish by the end of the season. That's the plan. Okay, catch you in a bit, bye. Just finished cleaning up in the filter house, and I realised it was only a couple of minutes to go until the RO unit kicks in, so I'll just I'll stay here and I'll
12 o'clock.
Film it. Thank you very much for saying that. Just going to film this kicking in. There you go. So that's the pump, and everything's starting to work. Numbers starting to move round, and obviously the water starting to come out. So that water on the left is just pure RO water, so pure tap water that's going into replace what the RO is putting down the drain for the next half an hour, and the water on the right is recirculated pond water basically, so it's pond water that's been through the filters and is been put back into the tank as clean. And I measured that last night, and that is 0 TDS. There's absolutely nothing coming through it, not even a smidgen, whereas the one on the left, which is coming straight out the tap, is still sort of like 270, so it is what it is. But yeah, there you go, it's as I say, it's kicking in. So at the moment we've got 0.76 of a litre per minute going to waste, and we've got 2.8 litres per minute going through the RO system, so coming back as pure waste, and that's the purified tap water coming in, which will get less and less as the half an hour goes on. So yeah, just thought I'd capture that while it kicked off. And I'm a bit of a nerd, but I always find it really interesting, so there you go. And that obviously is just a completely separate top up. That's my trickle in for the drum, and it never runs any faster than that, and that's enough to keep the drum working, so cool.